All right, welcome to the next video. My name is Donald Spann, and I'm an instructor for a course called Call Center Cast, where you can create a 7-figure remote call center in the next 30 to 60 days. So this video is meant to talk a bit about what the opportunity is within this industry. It's a very giant industry, and not a lot of people talk about virtual receptionists, so I felt it's my job and my duty to do so. So let's talk a bit about it. There's a few important market facts here. The first is that over the past 3 years, there's been a 6.7% annual growth. Okay, there's 1,300 different companies that are averaging $1.9 million in revenue each. So that's not, one company that's killing it with a couple $1 billion and then a bunch of other companies fighting for scrap. The average company is actually pretty close to the $1.9 million in revenue. And then finally, this is a $2.9 billion market and growing. In 2020, we might just pass that $3 billion mark. Now, why is a virtual receptionist company the best opportunity in the answering services space? Well, frankly, virtual receptionist companies are the logical next step for a small business. They offer a more premium call handling experience, and virtual receptionists give your clients a 10% higher satisfaction rating from their clients, upping their client retention, helping grow their business, and allowing you, on behalf of your client, to continue to earn and retain your current clients and their businesses. So it's a beautiful space. There's a lot of companies that are answering services specifically, and they don't quite provide the same level of service as a virtual receptionist company. And so when I was looking into the option, when I had a cleaning company and we needed answering for our company, it certainly became a situation where answering services just weren't going to cut it. The quality of service wasn't high enough. And a virtual receptionist company was going to cut it. But frankly, I wasn't quite sure which ones really served our needs. So we ended up starting our own. So, a couple big things as it pertains to businesses and getting their calls answered. The first is that 60% of potential customers prefer to contact a local business over the phone. And frankly, only 25% actually prefer email, web forms, or some other type of social media. So what we're saying here is that whereas a lot of people feel, especially in sort of like the mobile space and people just being on the phone searching, people feel as though calls aren't as important as they used to be. I can tell you right now that from our experience as well from many surveys, including Bright Local, that's definitely not the case. The majority of potential clients want to talk to business owners on the phone, and you can be in a position where you provide a service that enables your client, your companies that are paying you to do that. Okay, and just to give you an idea, call convert the client 12 to 20 times as often as a booking or a web form. It's a tremendous benefit over not answering the phone. Okay, so why also is a virtual receptionist company great within the answering services space? Again, premium service equals premium pricing, right? So if you start an answering service business, you might gain a tremendous amount of revenue, but what's your profit margin going to look like? Well, if you're charging more revenue per client, you're going to have better profit margins, assuming your operation costs are the same. And then also with a better profit margin and the ability to pay your agents a bit better, right? The ability to provide benefit, you're going to have a higher ability to provide quality service for your clients. You can serve your clients better, you'll be less stressed out, and your agents and employees will stay with you longer. Okay? So, starting a remote call center, you can hire from anywhere within your market. There's a large applicant pool. You got freedom of location, which means you can hire in lower cost of living areas and pay market rates according to that. So, instead of hiring in the Bay Area, San Francisco, where I think the minimum is like $15 and the only workable wage is really $25 and up, you can hire in, say, Alabama or Georgia, where the cost of living is a lot lower, and you're able to serve your clients well while having employees that are happy with the amount that they're being paid. So, work from home agents in general enjoy telecommuting, right? They don't have to wear work clothes. You don't have to deal with a boxed lunch that you're taking in every day. And, potentially you don't have to wear any pants. Am I wearing pants right now? We'll never know. Agents can take calls on their computers, so they don't have to pay for expensive phone hardware, and neither do you, right? You can save a ton of money on implementation costs. A lot of people think this thing has a large barrier to entry, and I think there's a perceived barrier to entry that stops a tremendous amount of companies from getting into this market. But I'm telling you right now, specifically in the virtual receptionist space, especially if you go remote like we did with our company, the way I teach in the course, it's extremely inexpensive. I launched my company, which ended up doing millions in revenue, for $500. That's absolutely insane to me. That type of turnaround on, as far as a return on investment, you're never going to see that anywhere else. We went for $500, and we were able to launch a company. And 2 months from opening, we were profitable. So what are you waiting for? This business has changed my life. It's been a tremendous opportunity. I've started 11 different incorporated LLCs over the past decade of entrepreneurship, full-time entrepreneurship, and the Virtual Receptionist company has been the best one. If you want to learn more, you can check out some of the other videos I've posted and will continue to post, as well as check out callcentercast.com, and I hope to see you on the other side.